Most camper trucks look impressive online, but almost none of them are actually designed for how people will live in 2026. They're built for short trips and highlight reels, not for daily routines, long stays, or full-time living. And as more people work remotely and travel longer, those old designs start to show their limits very quickly. In this video, I'm going to walk through what the perfect camper truck could look like in 2026, designed from the ground up for the way people actually live. And near the end, there's one design decision that completely changes how long someone can stay off-grid and how comfortable life on the road really feels. The biggest problem with most builds today is that they're still based on outdated assumptions. They prioritize fixed furniture, heavy systems, and features that look good at first glance, but create friction over time. Once you live in a small space every day, efficiency matters more than aesthetics. So, if a build were designed from scratch for modern travel, the priorities would look very different. From the outside, the perfect camper truck wouldn't try to stand out. It wouldn't be overloaded with racks or accessories that add weight and drag. A clean, simple exterior would make it easier to drive, easier to park, and easier to blend in. The goal wouldn't be to look adventurous, but to be practical and low maintenance. And while the exterior would feel minimal, the real difference would begin once you step inside. Inside, the layout wouldn't be built around fixed furniture. Instead, everything would be designed to adapt throughout the day. The sleeping area, for example, wouldn't permanently take up half the van. During the day, that space would stay open for movement, work, or relaxation. At night, the bed would quietly drop into place, turning unused vertical space into comfort. This single change alone would make the interior feel dramatically larger and far more livable. The kitchen in a future-focused build wouldn't try to copy a home kitchen. Instead of oversized appliances and cluttered counters, it would focus on efficiency. One reliable cooking surface, compact refrigeration, and storage designed for daily use rather than occasional trips. The goal wouldn't be to cook elaborate meals, but to cook often, comfortably, and without draining power or patience. This is also where many people disagree about what's truly necessary in a camper. A full bathroom, for example, sounds essential on paper, but in reality, it adds weight, complexity, and constant maintenance. For many people, a compact and flexible solution works better and frees up valuable space for things that improve daily life. Some people will strongly disagree with that, and that trade-off alone changes how the entire build functions. By 2026, camper builds would also be designed around work, not just travel. A proper workspace would no longer be an afterthought. Seating would support long hours, lighting would feel natural, and the van would function as a place to focus, not just sleep. When work becomes part of daily life on the road, the design has to support it instead of working against it. But none of these ideas matter if the van can't support them off-grid. Power is the system that quietly controls everything, and it's where future builds would change the most. Instead of relying on propane or noisy generators, the perfect camper would run entirely on a high-capacity battery system supported by solar and intelligent energy management. Power wouldn't just be stored, it would be managed efficiently, allowing longer stays without constant planning or compromise. A build like this wouldn't be cheap, but it also wouldn't be unnecessarily expensive. The cost would be focused on reliability, energy, and layout efficiency, not luxury features that look impressive but add little value over time. Spending would be intentional, prioritizing systems that reduce daily friction and increase long-term comfort. And that's the real difference in the perfect camper truck of 2026. It wouldn't be defined by features or price tags, it would be defined by how little it gets in your way. Less setup, fewer decisions, and fewer things to maintain. When a build supports your routine instead of interrupting it, life on the road becomes sustainable rather than exhausting. If you know someone planning a camper build or already living on the road, this kind of design thinking could save them time, money, and frustration. It's the type of build most people wish they had designed from the beginning. So the real question is this: would you live in a camper truck designed like this full-time, or only for travel? Let me know what you think. And in the next video, I'll explore a future camper concept that pushes these ideas even further.